Hola, estamos felices de estar acá. Ante todo, muchas gracias al Festival Santa Lucía por su invitación. La idea acá y hoy es presentar nuestro colectivo Jeunes Critiques de Arte, que en español vendría a ser Jóvenes Críticos de Arte. Y vamos a presentar entonces nuestras actividades, así como las cuestiones que plantea la creación del colectivo, de un colectivo en Francia. Somos hoy 3 miembros del colectivo. Léo Panico.
Hola.
Grégoire Pranger. Y yo, Claire Luna. Vamos a hablar en español y en inglés.
Sí, voy a hablar en inglés porque mi español no es tan bueno. So, thank you so much for the invitation, and maybe we can start with the history of the collective. So, we founded the collective in 2016, and we were a group of students coming from the same university, and all specializing in contemporary art, in art history of contemporary art, and we really felt the need to share together our experience of exhibitions and to go further in our discovery also of this field, which was completely new for us. And in terms of context, we didn't see at the moment that we had a space to express ourselves to and to take the time of written of the time allowed by writing. So we wanted to create our own space, and that's how we created a platform to express ourselves, and also to be able to share with a wider with wider people which were out of our university. So if you want to say a few words about the name.
Yeah. So we wanted to create something, to create a group of young art critics, and we were thinking how to name this new collective. And at the moment we were 20, 21, 22, and it was very difficult to just to say, okay, I'm going to write something and to publish it for the public, because there is this lack of legitimacy. And we were, okay, we are young, of course, we want to say something, so we are gonna just accept it and say, we are Jeunes Critiques d'Art, we are young and we want to be art critics. And this is okay, this is totally okay. So this is why this name was chosen at the moment. And now we are still young, I hope for some time, but of course we are less young than in 2016, but this name, Jeunes Critiques d'Art, young art critics, became also a way of thinking a new way of doing this activity of art criticism. So really I think this name means 2 different things. It's a way of affirmation of our right to say something and to write about the art world as young art critics, and it's also a way of thinking differently the art criticism. So maybe Claire, you want to say some words on the organization as a collective?
Mm-hmm. Sí, bueno, y también precisar que hace 5 años que existe nuestro colectivo y que hay 16 miembros que son de todas partes en Francia, aunque nació en París. Así que eso, digamos, O sea, para nosotros eso era importante porque es una manera también de ser descentrado, que es algo muy importante. Y pues el hecho de ser un colectivo, o sea, de ser organizado como colectivo, de poder agruparse, reunirse, o sea, ese formato nos da una libertad muy importante. Y la pregunta que vamos, o sea, a plantear acá, que nos vamos a hacer es ¿qué es lo que justifica crear un colectivo hoy en Francia? Para empezar, como lo decía un poco antes, ser parte de una entidad, o sea, hacer cuerpo con otros, con otras, da confianza y seguridad en un sentido. Pues la cohesión hace la fuerza, otorga crédito y legitimidad para pensar libremente y escribir de acuerdo a eso. Uno se fortalece en realidad al intercambiar ideas, generar debates, confrontar o enfrentar argumentos. Y si el grupo permite dar fuerza, también da más pertinencia frente a la adversidad. Es más fácil defender una posición crítica sin temer de las consecuencias o de las posibles represalias. Porque como todas sabemos, los críticos, las críticos de arte se exponen a crítica.
Yes, so it was very important for us to gather together as a collective, and one of the other interests of this collectivity was because we were very young. And we were starting to write for some clients and to develop our activity outside of the collective. And we were lacking of experiences. You know, we were very, very young, and this collective was also a way to to share some good practices, to share some tips, some some experiences to in order to have like a very important group experiences as a collective. So this was very, very important. Another thing which was very important at the moment and which still is very important is this collective is a space where we can share our thinking, our thoughts, and where we can think about what it is to be an art critic nowadays in France. What does it mean? How to create like maybe an ethic of art criticism? How to write properly? How to not destroy or reduce the artworks we are writing on, and all this collective thinking is very important just in order to know and to assume what we are doing and how we want to do this.
Yes, exactly, and it's also a space where we can learn from each other and grow based on the experience of one another. And this collective, this group also allowed us to have a safe place, also to experiment new ways of doing art criticism, and maybe to develop some forms which wouldn't be allowed or maybe considered in other spaces. So that's one of the main forces of the collective. Okay, so if we speak about the way we envision art criticism, we have two main pillars. And the first one was at the beginning, and it has evolved now, but at the beginning it was that we wanted to envision art criticism as a form of literature, coming back to the roots of the of art criticism, which was held and developed by writers such as Baudelaire or Diderot in France, and it was about finding the right balance between talking about a practice and and developing a speech about it, and using this practice as a pretext. And it was how we can evolve ourselves, our feelings in a text, but without reshaping completely the aim or the essence of the artwork. And it was on this very fragile and tiny path between those two dynamics that we had to that we wanted to evolve. So yes, that was one of the first pillars, and the second one would be to the writing as a political engagement. But if I can just add something else, we wanted from the beginning to be very to have a lot of information and to be very precise and have rich concepts also behind, but always remaining understandable. So, yeah,
claro. Y sí, claro, por una parte consideramos la crítica como un género literario, también consideramos, o sea, la escritura como un compromiso político. Ese compromiso, o sea, como que hemos tenido primero la conciencia política, pero llegó más tarde ese compromiso político como tal. Empezamos a hablar mucho de subjetividad, de la situación, del contexto del autor, de la autora, desde dónde escribimos y cómo, y qué es escribir palabras, escribir un texto, y que solamente, o sea, escribir palabras, escribir un texto es ya un compromiso político. O sea, es desde ya un compromiso político. Una parte importante del colectivo está en fase, o sea, de acuerdo con artistas en Francia, de la escena francesa, de la misma generación que han tenido y siguen teniendo una práctica politizada. O sea, que estamos de alguna manera en adecuación con nuestra generación. Y pues claro, o sea, en otras palabras, el colectivo se ha politizado cada vez más, y para nosotros es realmente una preocupación esencial, muy importante. Y esos dos pilares que son, o sea, la crítica como género literario por una parte y la escritura como un compromiso político, esos dos pilares sostienen el fundamento del proyecto, que es defender una crítica libre e independiente.
Yes, so this is really something important. These two fundamental pillars are holding this way we want to enter, you know, which is seeing art criticism as free and independent practice. And of course, this is impossible to be completely free and completely independent. And as we go further in this world of art, maybe it's more and more difficult to remain free and independent. But really, this is the aim we want to have as a collective: how to create a space for freedom and for independency. So this is maybe a concept, maybe this is theoretical, but it has some very precise, concrete consequences in the way we are writing and experiencing together. So this is something we wanted to share with you, how we create this space of experiences and of freedom in the art criticism. So the first one is the platform we created and on which we publish our texts. So this platform was created at the very beginning of this journey as a collective. And on this platform, we are publishing individually some texts, very diverse, because we don't have any obligation of writing, first of all, and then on the subject we want to talk about, and on the artist we want to present. So this is very important. Each member of the collective is completely free to publish on the website when he wants or she wants, and the way he or she wants to write. We don't have any publishing committee. We don't have any agenda. We just publish the text we want to publish when we want to publish them, and the way we want to publish them. So this is somehow the first tone to build this space of freedom and independence. Another thing, and this is also very important, is we were thinking about this website as a critic-run space. It was very connected with the way artists are experiencing on their own way, and they are creating this space of practice, which they call artist-run space. And us, as art critics, we wanted our own space, our own critic-run space. So, because we want to be completely free in this space, on the other hand, we are not paid for the text we publish in this critic-run space. Because at the very beginning, for us, the economy of art criticism and being paid as a student was something disconnecting us from the freedom we were looking for. So it was the answer we found at the moment. Maybe it will evolve with time, but for now, this is still the politic we have on this website. But of course, because art criticism is something you should get paid for, each time we are collaborating and working for other people, for clients, we are very, very demanding on this very particular and very important aspect, which is we need to get paid for what we do. But in this platform, because we want to be completely free, this is something we don't do. So the platform is the first space you will find our text and our experiences. Another platform is our podcast.
Claro, entonces tenemos también un podcast que lo tenemos desde inicio del 2021, o sea, hace algunos meses ya. Se llama Pourvu qu'elles soient douces, que vendría a ser en español Ojalá sean suaves. Ese podcast es producido y difundido por Projet Media, que es una plataforma, o sea, medio de comunicación numérico importante que fue fundado en septiembre del 2020. Y este medio invitó a diferentes entidades a proponer contenidos. Se trata de una agrupación de distintos proyectos, todos vinculados al arte contemporáneo. Toma diferentes formas, o sea, podcast como el nuestro, hay video, crítica escrita, o sea, artículos. Nuestro podcast Pourvu qu'elles soient douces, o sea, Ojalá sean suaves, es mensual y se divide en dos partes. En la primera hablamos de una exposición sobre la cual debatimos entre 4 miembros del colectivo, siempre van cambiando. Y en la segunda parte siempre encontramos, o sea, seleccionamos identificamos un tema de debate relativo al arte contemporáneo. Y aparte de eso, aparte del podcast, tenemos también otra actividad que son las noches blancas.
Yeah, so we were thinking a lot about how to develop our writing as as something performative. How to find other way of writing, and also how to free writing from the very format of a text. So this was something we really want to explore, and one way we found was to spend an whole night in an exhibition and to write something, and the text you are writing is finished at the end of the night. So we did this twice for the moment, and this is something we absolutely want to do again, because it was incredible for all the members of the collective participating in this experience. It was very important because it was a way of really finding new dynamics in our writing habits. Because when you are writing several texts per month, maybe you are entering a way of writing, and at some point it's very important just to do something totally different. And the moment of the night, because you are fighting against a lot of things, and first of all you are fighting against sleep, because at 3 in the morning in an exhibition you really want to sleep. So at the moment you are writing and you are not thinking at all on what should I write? Is this the good format? Is this a text or not? No, you are not thinking about all of this. You are just writing because this is something you need to do, just to stay awake at this moment. And so this night of writing, we wanted to share them with our public. And the question was how to share it the best way. And at some point, we were thinking maybe a publication, like a paper publication, is not the proper way to, just to share this experience. And so we decided to create some musical albums. We were thinking maybe we can just say our text and record our text with our own voice. This was a way to recreate this intimacy, which is very important during night, and then to create an whole album around the night, because every member of the collective is writing one text. So at the end we have 5, 6, 7 different texts, and each one giving a different way, a different path through the exhibition. So it was very interesting to see the very diverse texts coming from this project. And of course, we are doing also some conferences. So, Leo?
So, yes, just like today, we are participating to some talks or conferences about art criticism in France, and so it's also a way for us to meet new people and to receive also the experience from other collectives or other groups, which is very precious for us. So, and since we have this desire to connect to other collectives and other groups doing also art critiques and writings, we tried to create also a dynamic of and to create an international dynamic. based on the experience also of our French collective, and that's why we started creating last year. Now, maybe a bit more than a year from now, we've started to contact friends of friends and friends of friends of friends who were living abroad and living in different countries, and emerged in the local art scene to know if they were willing to create some collectives on their own, and that we could share maybe collective platforms to know a bit more about the art scene from where they were based. So.
Si quieres añadir algo, no, okay. Y claro, para nosotros nosotras es importante traer, estar en contacto con contenidos que son creados por las personas que viven en las escenas, directamente en las escenas sobre la cual se expresan, para no solamente, enterarse de lo que pasa en estas escenas, fuera, extranjeras, pero también para comprender las diferentes aproximaciones, las diferentes prácticas de crítica de arte, y también, pues claro, descubrir nuevas escenas artísticas. Hoy en YASI, ya tenemos, ¿no?, la plataforma YASI. Hoy hay 3 colectivos que publican en la página web, en la plataforma. El primero es Pocus, que es un colectivo de Berlín. Hay Doka también, que viene de Taipei. Y, bueno, nosotros, Jeunes Critiques de Arte, no hemos encontrado colectivos, más colectivos fuera, en realidad, y, pocos, como se dan cuenta. Entonces, quisiéramos realmente invitar a otros colectivos, estar en contactos con otros colectivos, y estaríamos muy felices a acoger nuevos colectivos. Decimos, digo acoger, pero en realidad no es que acojamos, es estar en contacto, ¿no? Crear una dinámica y estar sí en contactos con otros colectivos de fuera, como México, por ejemplo, ¿no? De América Latina, de Asia, África, etc.
Maybe we can just add that this confederation. So that's how we named also this international platform as a confederation of different collectives, and the name of this confederation is YASI. So the name is International Young Art Criticism, and you can go on the internet and check the platform. Do you want to add?
Yeah, just maybe just to say something. Really, this YASI project is coming from a wish we have. Because this Jeunes Critiques d'Art experience in France was very important for our own development, and is still very important for us, just to create, to innovate, to think about what we are doing. All we were saying just before, and it was such important for us that we wanted to find some other experiences alike or not alike abroad, and this is really just a wish we have, just to connect these different and free and independent collectives, because the aim is not to have like a big structure. This is not the aim we have. We just want to connect these different collectives around the world. And we are hoping it's gonna happen one day, because I think
soon.
Soon. Because now I think it would be absolutely wonderful just to be able to discuss, to share, and to evolve with other people around the world, and other way of seeing what it is to be an art critic nowadays.
Gracias por su atención. Si quieren contactarnos, no duden en escribirnos en nuestra plataforma YACI, Y-A-C-I. Yasi. Gracias al Festival Santa Lucía por habernos invitado. Gracias a Brenda Fernández y a Camille Bardin por toda la parte técnica, y Camille Bardin es también miembro de nuestro colectivo. Muchas gracias. Estamos hablando en directo de nuestras oficinas nuevas, recién nos instalamos acá y nuestras oficinas son hospedadas por un centro cultural alternativo que se llama Le Sample, y ahorita somos el fin de semana, y entonces este sábado tenemos un festejón acá, entonces si escucha música, todo normal, hay la banda sonora, ojalá les gusten.